I know I haven't done an update lately on my Versys X300, and I apologize for that. When my last video published was my oil change, I had 300 miles on this bike. It only has 329 miles on it right now, so that kind of tells you I haven't really been out riding it much. That doesn't mean I haven't been riding bikes in general. I've been spending most of my time on my KLX 250 because I've been going to places with off-road, trails and stuff like that, and my KLX 250 is definitely the ideal bike for that type of situation, whereas it would seem kind of silly taking this out there. Not to say it couldn't do it. I would say a lot of spots it probably couldn't do it. But that doesn't mean I haven't been wanting to ride this bike. I actually have been really, really wanting to ride this bike. It's been sitting here in my shop, and every time I come in here and I walk by it, I think, man, I just really want to get out and ride this thing. Now I've actually gone out and taken this on its very first off-road trip, and I must say I was impressed. Some of the mods that I have that made this a lot better, I will say that I never took this bike off-road stock. The tires just kind of freaked me out. It had really kind of street tires on it, and I did not like the idea of going through thick gravel or really any kind of off-road terrain, dust, dirt, whatever, on those stock tires. So after doing a lot of research, I settled on the Kenda Big Block tires. I got that on the front and the rear. So far, I've taken it a little bit on road with them. I haven't really noticed a significant difference. Some people said that may be louder. The little bit of riding I've done right now, I haven't really noticed them being significantly louder. And again, I don't know how much better they're doing off-road. All I know is they worked off-road. I went through some wet mud. It did slide. They don't handle as well as true knobbies, true off-road knobbies, but it's probably about the best I'm going to get on this type of a bike. I didn't ever fall. I did 12 miles off-road in the dark. I didn't fall. I only slid a couple of times, and I went through some pretty decent stuff. I went up this really steep hill that was loose rock. I think it was created 2 weeks ago by a bulldozer.
How was it?
It was alright.
The tires, were they gripping okay? Or?
It felt okay. I didn't do it real fast, so.
I powered right up it. Coming down it was a little sketchy, but I still got through it. It wasn't too bad. Some of the other mods that I've done to make this thing a little bit better off-road was the T-Rex skid plate and the T-Rex crash bars. I bought those together, and definitely the skid plate gives me a lot of peace of mind. I never bottomed out, but this thing doesn't really have a lot of ground clearance, so having that down there is real helpful, and you can see it also kept a lot of that mud off my exhaust. I've also added a light bar on the front. That is absolutely necessary if you're planning on taking this thing off-road at night. That thing it lights up just what's right in front of my bike. I don't have it pitching very far down the road. It bolts to the crash bars, and it really did make it a lot better when riding off-road. If you're not riding at night, that's probably not necessary. I don't ever really intend to ride at night, but you never know what situations you're going to end up in, so it is nice having that. So overall, I was really impressed with how this thing handled off-road. I didn't think it was going to be that good, and overall, it was good. I didn't take it on any jumps. I don't know if I will take it on any jumps with the small amount of ground clearance it has. Most of my jumps are actually accidental jumps, so who knows? Maybe someday I will go on an accidental jump. So there's my review. Hopefully it helps.
killing me. I almost lost it. Right, I was like, this is gonna be bad, and then it was like,
It's like silt.
Yeah.
Rock that they bend into these.
it's up on the hill too. It's just wet. I'm not sure if that's gonna be a big, like, slick spot or not.